This match starts. Jeff Jarrett defeats Dustin Rhodes in 15 minutes and 18 seconds by submission. This seems like it starts the show off really well here. 62 segment rating. Dustin had a 61. Jarrett had a 65. And then after that match, Jeff Jarrett grabs the mic from Scott Hudson, and he says that Ray does not deserve his title. I got distracted by my spelling error there, but you're going to see a lot of those. Jeff Jarrett doesn't believe that Ray deserves and has earned his title. He is too small. He does not deserve to be in the same ring as Jeff Jarrett. And right after that, we have Shane Douglas and Dave Bautista. Now, they're both coming out alongside Eric Bischoff. Now, if you remember from the last show there, Eric Bischoff kind of debuted Batista as his new bodyguard. Well, it looks like he's building up this stable of big men that he can surround himself with, and he's challenging Diamond Dallas Page, and looks like Diamond Dallas Page has found a partner in Kaz Hayashi. But anyways, Shane Douglas and Dave Batista defeated Diamond Dallas Page and Kaz Hayashi after Eric Bischoff interfered. Now, obviously, Batista was the weaker man with a 30. We're going to kind of put him in here. Hopefully, we kind of boost him up a little bit, but this got a segment rating of 60. And a short match, Goldberg defeated Reno in 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Obviously, this was a squash match. Probably could have got a better talent than Reno, though, to do it. Oh, my God, this was terrible. Conan says he's looking for a new talent to take under his wing, and John Cena makes his approach, probably cutting some obnoxious promo that John Cena does. In a tag match, a new team of Vampiro and James Storm defeated Chronic. Oh my God, sorry. In 15-21, James Storm did really bad. He just did bad. I'll just say that. Vampiro and Storm say that they aren't ones to mess with, though, challenging Sean Hare and Chuck Palumbo, who are backstage. But James Storm was not looking too good in here. We'll see how things work out with that. In another match, Chavo defeated Billy Kidman in 14 minutes and 35 seconds. Both men did pretty okay here. Doesn't say right here, but AJ Styles was ringside for this match, just watching over Chavo, who wasn't very happy about their last match. And Sting comes out and he says that he is thankful that management got rid of all the deadweights and political players. And he's also joined by Booker T and Sharmell. Them just kind of as the top of the top now here in WCW, kind of showing off, I guess, that they're the ones still left. Buff Bagwell defeated Canyon in our main event in 20 minutes and 22 seconds. 55 overall match. This one wasn't great. I'm not sure how this is going to show up here. Let's do... Oh, yeah. So I forgot to mention... So on commentary is Booker T, and on ringside is Sting. Now Sting, we're kind of building him up to go heel, but I don't think we're going to do that quite yet. So we're going to keep going here, and that actually did pretty good. It increased our popularity in 11 regions, and it's 56. This WCW one's tough because obviously if we did a couple years before, the match ratings would be a lot higher, and the standard would be, a lot higher. But looks like we did okay there. Let's go ahead and continue. See if we made the TV networks happy. That is always a big question now. Are we going to lose our TV? I hope we do not. Any day now. Here we go. All right, so looks like they were not upset with us. Dustin Rhodes looked like he got a deal. So yeah, he's only a handshake deal, and he's gonna be Black Reign on WWC. Whatever he wants to do. Whatever he wants to do. Yeah, that looks good. Just trying to remember, how did that do compared to our last the pay per view? So it was tied for our pay per view. So I'm pretty okay with that. So far so good. Looks like going in this episode of Nitro, we have some issues here. So let's go ahead and check this out. Gene Okerlund was caught smoking, breaking the locker room rules. Let's give him a slap on the wrist. Chuck Palumbo and Amazing Red, who just recently signed, almost got into a fight with Amazing Red, okay? Looks like that was Chuck Palumbo's fault. Let's do a stern warning. We're not going to find anyone yet, but we'll have to see, and everyone's upset about that. Jamie Noble almost got into a fight with Buff Bagwell. Stern warning. And Diamond Dallas Page has taken John Cena under his wing as a protege. Okay, cool. Nitro 290. Let's go ahead and get started here. So in our opening match, Buff Bagwell defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in 35 with a segment rating of 35. They both did okay. I think maybe it was because it was short. Jeff Jarrett defeated Alex Wright by submission. Jeff Jarrett was a 66. Alex Wright was a 43. Segment rating was a 54. And then after the match, Jeff Jarrett grabs a microphone and insults Ray and also insults all of the cruiserweight talent that has been in WCW, saying that their style is not the correct style of wrestling and that they're ruining the business and things like that. So then right afterwards, Mark Jindrak and Sean Stasiak defeated Chronic in 9 minutes and 44 seconds with a segment rating of 46. They did okay. Sean and Mark not performing that great. I'd like to see some Chronic get some more wins from now on. Goldberg, he drew with Canyon in 10 minutes and 24. Obviously, Goldberg's been kind of dominant right here from the beginning, but he was not able to beat Canyon, but still have not lost. That was a segment rating of 71. And then after the match, Goldberg says that he is not done with Canyon and challenges him to a match at Slamboree. And then right after that, Conan is out with Cena. He says, this is how we get things done. So John Cena is ringside with Conan while Conan defeats Elix Skipper with Conan a performance of 51 and Elix Skipper a performance of 40. The Elix Skipper's rated really well, so maybe he just needs to build up to it, but I'm expecting good things from him, and 40 was not really what I was expecting, but hopefully that turns around. Vampiro defeated Jamie Noble with a segment rating of 43, Vampiro 54, Jamie Noble 44. Sting attacks Booker T before their tag match, so they are scheduled for a tag team match against Chuck and Sean. But obviously, Sting attacks Booker T right before that match can take place. And it looks like Booker and Sharmell are a poor combination, so we're going to have to take Sharmell off of Booker. So right after that, Sting goes out to perform in that tag match, but he is all alone. But he defeated Sean O'Hare and Chuck Palumbo in 20 minutes and 12 seconds. This was following a interference from Lance Storm, who obviously wants those tag titles from Sean and Chuck. 49, Sean and Chuck did okay together. And then after that match, Eric Bischoff announces that we are going to get Shane Douglas versus DDP at Slamboree. And we're also going to get Sting versus Booker at Slamboree as well for that WCW Heavyweight Championship. And that one did a lot better than I thought it was going to do. I think that was probably that Goldberg match, that's 71 with Canyon. But that was a rating of 56 and increased our popularity in 11 regions. I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, we're going to take it. We got to take it a little bit slow. Hopefully, match qualities go up. I'm testing the waters right now. Obviously, we're in a very tough spot. We got some really, really big stars, but also we got some low stars that are going to need some working around. So we are getting ready to book Slamboree. It is in 3 days. But what I'm also going to do right now, before I get too far into it, first of all, that money's not looking good, but there's nothing we can really do. Hopefully we turn that around after Slamboree. I don't know though. It's tough. We'll figure it out. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna send some people down into NWA Wildside. And are we part? No, we're not. That's right. We made our own alliance. I forgot. And we are with ECW. But what we're going to do is we're going to go send some people down there like Air Paris. So I'm just going to go down the list, and people that I don't really plan on using but I want to improve, or also I just don't care about, one or the other, I'm going to send down there, because right now it's kind of pointless using these guys, but it would be nice to use them. What is this guy? What's his point here? Oh, he was a TV guy, I guess. Because obviously there's a lot of potential on this roster. It's just right now they're not really ready. And I can't book. Honestly, we don't really need him either. Will he even go? No, he won't go. Obviously there's some people that I feel like are worth booking, like John Cena and Batista. I think if we can work with them, we'll be able to get them to a good place quickly. But that's not always the case with everybody. We'll see. Has he even... I guess we won't tell because it's the first month, but I think he'll be okay. Now, obviously, we still have them, so we can borrow them to use as needed. And I think my plan will probably be I can just kind of put them on as jobbers, because obviously there's some good guys down there. I could get the job done. Will Ice Train go? He will. Again, I like him, but I also don't really have a use for him right now, so I want him to get the best treatment he can. It looks like that might be it. So let's get rid of Charmel and Booker T. We'll have to find somewhere for her to go, but that's all I needed to do right away. All right, we are here at Slamboree, and like every show, we have some problems. Chuck Palumbo has gotten a lot of heat with the rest of the locker room due to his recent attitude, and there are signs it could turn into a very bad situation. I'm going to do Stern Warning. No point of finding him. That's one problem, is the backstage area is a mess. Even after we cleaned it up, I feel like it's still going through some stuff. Gene was caught smoking. Now, Gene, come on, buddy. Oh, finding him actually did good with him, but he now has a simmering tension with me. Bobby Heenan's upset. Okay. I told him, I gave him that warning, so he did it back to back. Brian Adams turned up late. We're going to give him... I wish I could see... Oh, wait, disciplinary log. Okay, good. I haven't actually used this before, I don't think. I want to be pretty strict with this because I want to get this locker room back on track. But I have not... So far, he hasn't been a problem, so I'm going to give him a warning, and he was okay with that. Jimmy Noble was brought before Wrestlers Court, accused of being an hour late. Judge Dusty Rhodes found him guilty and sentenced to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Okay. And he seemed okay with that. Welcome to WCW Slamboree number 9. Our opening match is Goldberg defeating Kanyon in a 63 rated match. Goldberg was 68. Kanyon with a 56. Not that 71 we just saw, but still pretty good. After the match, Goldberg stands up and asks who is next. But while he's waiting for someone to answer, Kanyon stands right back up and stares him down, and the two men are just looking at each other, hinting at what is next. Rey Mysterio defeats Jeff Jarrett in 20 minutes and 17 seconds, meaning that Rey is still the WCW United States Heavyweight Champion with a segment rating of 62. Ray had an in-ring performance of 62, and Jeff had a 62 as well. After that match, Jeff is being interviewed by Gene and says that Ray cheated. And after Jeff's little tantrum there, he smashes Gene over the head with a guitar, and that continues that feud between the two. Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo defeated Storm and Vampiro, and yes, this was the Storm that we were using all along. This was not... I did not accidentally choose another Storm. That was not Lance Storm. But anyways, Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo make defense number 2 of the WCW Tag Team titles. Shane Douglas defeated Diamond Dallas Page in a chaotic match and there was also interferences from Dave Bautista and from Eric Bischoff as well. And after that match, Booker T is interviewed by Gene, and Booker T says that he is disappointed in Sting. He saw him as a friend. He saw those two kind of, changing the future of WCW, making it into a better place. But Sting, he took advantage of Booker and beat him down on Tuesday, really. 7th reign of 70. That was great. And our next match is AJ Styles defeated Chavo Guerrero in basically 15 minutes. AJ makes defense number 1 of his Cruiserweight title. It says here AJ was off his game, and he had an in-ring performance of 38. Chavo was a 60. That's okay. He did pretty poorly, but I want to build him up. Obviously, as we know from the future, AJ becomes a huge star. We're going to try to do that with this. Start with him with the Cruiserweight title and hopefully build him up. After that, there's a training video between Conan and Cena. Obviously, just Conan training John Cena. Kind of comical thing to get these two on the show, at least a little bit. And in our main event, after 30 minutes and 26 seconds, Booker T draws with Sting after a double disqualification. These two men win 30 minutes, and there was not a winner decided. So you're going to have to see what happens next on Nitro on Tuesday. After our drug testing, we have identified that Canyon is a steroid user. We are going to fine him. This is his first offense when it comes to anything, really. Nothing seemed to happen, so it looks like it didn't positively affect him, but it also didn't hurt us as well. We got 36,000 viewers, 36,000 buys. Probably not enough to really help us financially. But that was our top show by quite a bit, too. So can't complain there. Obviously, this has been a bad time. I'm not sure. I really can't tell if we made money or not. Obviously, we fired a lot of people, so this month I'm not going to count as if we're doing okay or not. Next month, we're going to obviously have to start pushing to make some money. Buff Bagwell is not happy because I forgot to put him on the show. We'll have to try to help him out next time. But that's going to do it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.